Hey everyone, it's Joe from greenlightsound.com, and today we've got a look at a new processor from IK Multimedia, the T-Rax Space Delay, which is based on the famous Roland RE-201 Space Echo from the early 70s, which is a classic tape echo machine with an added spring reverb. So the very first feature I want to go over before we actually hear this thing in action is one very welcome addition for plugins, and that is a resizable graphic interface. There we go. Let's make it nice and big so we can see it. So I want to go over some of these controls. The most confusing thing about the Space Echo, or the Space Delay in this case, is the mode selector. Each of the different modes uses a different tape head. There are 3 different tape heads in this unit. You can see the tape heads right down here where it says heads time. That's going to be controlled later by our rate knob. But for now, let's go through these modes. Mode 1 is playback head 1 only. Mode 2 is playback head 2 only. Mode 3 is playback head 3 only. Now, if you can see when I change the modes, see that highlight over there? That red light? It's telling you which head's being used as well. Mode 4 is going to be playback heads 2 and 3 in combination. Mode 5 is where we start adding reverb into the mix as well. Mode 5 is playback head 1 plus verb. 6 is playback head 2 plus verb. 7 is playback head 3 plus verb. 8 is 1 and 2 plus verb. 9 is 2 and 3 plus verb. 10 is 1 and 3 plus verb. 11 is 1, 2, and 3 plus verb, and then we've got a reverb only setting at the very bottom here. So let's spin it all the way back to mode number 1. The repeat rate here varies the tape speed. You can see as I increase this, the tape speed change, the head's time changes. You can bring it back the other way as well. In the original unit, this is called intensity, but for us, we're used to that term feedback. Feedback, in this case, controls each repeat level, and when you get over about 6 or 7 here, you can get into self-oscillation territory where, there we go, where the echoes kind of feed on themselves. We'll try that again. And that is what the original hardware would do as well. We've got echo volume, of course, and a pan for the echoes. Up here, we've got the reverb section. We've got a basic EQ. We've got the volume and pan of the reverb. There's a couple other real goodies here that are included in this plugin that aren't in the original model. One is the fact that we can pan each tape head separately. So we could have tape head number 1 panned left, 2 center, 3 right, whatever way we want to go. We can sync to the BPM of the session. We've got some lo-fi effects here with noise and tape age we can dial in. We can make the reverb stereo instead of mono. We've got ducking, so the dry signal can duck down the signal, make it lower in volume when the dry signal's happening so that the delay doesn't overwhelm the dry vocal. We've got high and low pass filters for the delay as well. So let's go through each of these settings, 1 through 11, plus the reverb only. I'm not going to do anything but sync the time to the session. And let's listen to number 1, which is tape head number 1, 8th note delay.
Darkness that hurt the most, and it's the lonely that chills my bones.
Tape head number 2, half note triplet.
That hurt the most, and it's the lonely that chills my bones. Darkness that hurt the most, and it's the lonely that chills my bones.
It's a long one, whole measure. Number 4, 2 and 3.
The most.
Number 5 adds reverb.
Darkness that hurt the most.
6 is tape head 2 with reverb.
Darkness that hurt the most.
Mode number 7, tape head 3 with reverb.
Darkness that hurt the most.
I want to put that reverb in stereo so we can hear it.
The most. Darkness that hurt the most. And it's the most.
1 and 2, put that reverb in stereo again.
Darkness that hurt the most.
Back to mono.
And it's the lonely that chills my bones.
2 and 3 for number 9.
Darkness that hurt the most.
1 and 3 for 10.
Darkness that hurt the most. Darkness
Now we're on number 11. We're using all 3 tape heads. I'm going to pan 1 and 2 left and right. You can hear what that does.
Darkness that hurts the most, and it's the lonely that shield.
So we've got our shortest delay all the way left, our longest delay center, and our medium delay all the way right. And we can pan any of those heads separately, which is a really, really cool addition. And if we put the reverb in stereo too, we can get some nice widening.
Darkness that hurts the most.
Now I'm going to turn up the ducking.
Darkness that hurts the most, and it's the lonely that chills my bones. It's the scars that hide. It's the scars that hide.
And that does a really good job keeping the dry signal out of the way for sure. Now, of course, we've got our filters. We can dial them in.
Darkness that hurts the most, and it's the lonely that chills my bones. It's the scars that hide.
You can hear the noise when I crank it up. Bring that down to a more reasonable level. Here's setting number 1 again, but I'm going to mess with the rate and feedback here.
Darkness that hurts the most, and it's the lonely that chills my bones. It's the scars that hide the truth, but it's my heart that makes me run right back to you.
I dial the feedback up. We can push it into that oscillation territory. So that covers pretty much all of the different controls here on T-Rex Space Delay. Now we are going to compare the T-Rex Space Delay with the Galaxy Tape Echo, a plugin from Universal Audio, which also models that RE-201. This one's a little bit older. The T-Rex Space Delay is brand new, obviously. They're set up the exact same way. We're looking at the exact same delay time, full wet on the first head select mode only. They're both on new tape mode, so they're exactly the same setup. We're going to start with the T-Rex plugin first.
Darkness that hurts the most.
Here is the UA.
Darkness that hurts the most.
I'm going to push that output volume up so we can match levels with the T-Rex.
Darkness that hurts the most.
Back to the T-Rex.
Darkness that hurts the most.
I'm going to go on to head 2 now. Compare the two. T-Rex first.
Darkness that hurts the most. Darkness that hurts the most.
So they're really similar. There's a little bit something extra going on in the T-Rex Space Delay. It's a little bit warmer. It's got a little bit more saturation to it than I hear in the Galaxy, but they are very close. So there we have it. The T-Rex Space Delay, new delay and reverb plugin from IK Multimedia based on that famous Roland Space Echo. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comments section down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already so we can keep you in the loop as to what's coming up next, and I will see you in the next one.